final thought on the conformity with the world. So, what is when it already has happened, what is the way back? And it's very simple, actually. Moses conformed to the world for 40 years, Egypt being the symbol of the world in that sense. But then he just couldn't continue, and that's awesome. So Hebrews 11:24 gives this account. By faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. So Moses, when he saw the cruelty against his people, he just couldn't keep up the pretense anymore. He couldn't pretend to be the enemy of the people of Israel anymore. In his heart, he knew where he belonged, and he just couldn't play the role anymore. He wasted 40 years, and then another 40 passed still, until he could really minister. But already he was returning. And how did it happen? Well, by faith. More on that in a moment. So the next verse 25. Choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. Conforming to the world is a waste of time as a believer. It is just lost time. You will lose that. Whatever you do in that time that you're conforming to the world will never mean anything in eternity. Will never have any weight with the Lord. For a church to conform to the world it's deadly. It's deadly. It's lost time also. We believers are here to represent Jesus. The church is here to represent heaven on earth. It's exactly the opposite of that conforming. And what is the way back? Well, the way back for Moses, and this is a good point, if I have already come in whatever, maybe I should say it rather than like this, because we do conform to the world in some area, in some time, in some things. So wherever we have done that, the way back to the Lord is faith. That I need to trust that God has something better for me. You need to trust that God has something better for you than where you conform to the world. And he does. He does. It says it in the last verse I want to read you this morning. Esteeming the reproach of Christ greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. Meaning that he knew that God had something better for him. How did he know that? Well, he knew that by faith. This is the only way back for us from conforming to the world. When we say in our hearts, yea, Lord, I trust you. You have something better than this. I know the whole world fights for this. I did too. I've had enough of that. I want what you have for me. Give that to me, please, Lord. And that is a great prayer. That is a great approach. That is when we turn and we come back from that conformity of the world. God bless your meditations with that.